Jurassic World: Chaos Theory has just been released, and it's safe to say that this show has definitely succeeded with just how good it was. The art style, the story, the performances, and the dark tone that it had went beyond all of our expectations. Considering this is a PG-rated show, it went dark, and I respected that. While the story at the core of the show was very much focused on finding out what happened to Brooklyn, the group mourning her, and feeling guilty over what happened while also trying to get to the bottom of why they felt as though they were being hunted, there was something ever-present and unresolved when the show concluded. This was the identity of the lady in control of the Raptors. So, with that, I thought I'd share my theories and also see if there's anything out there about her identity. So, let's get into it. Here is Jurassic World: Chaos Theory. Who is the Raptor lady? Just to let you know, this video will contain spoilers. What do we know about her? The interesting thing about this character is that she didn't have any lines throughout the entirety of the show. When she was first introduced to us, she was an extremely cold individual who showed no emotions whatsoever, and that was the case for most of the show. At first, I genuinely thought she was some kind of droid and wasn't human because of her very robotic movements and the almost blank stare that had no feelings behind it at all. We know that she has the ability to control the Raptor, and she does this by utilizing a whistle with different commands. It's almost like an owner with a dog and a dog whistle. She makes the noise, and the Raptors respond based on the sound they hear. It seemed like she was tasked with hunting down Darius and the rest of the gang in this season of the show, and she was using the Raptors to take them out. The Raptors were confirmed to be the best way to get people because they left no loose ends, which is what Jensen said when we found out he was working with the mysterious woman who was also working with their bee. However, as we saw with Brooklyn being alive at the end, they technically weren't the best way of making sure nothing was left behind, as it seems she only lost her arm and didn't actually die. This most likely means that this mysterious woman was behind the attempted killing of Brooklyn as well. Within the closing moments of the season, there was a point where she actually started to express some emotions, which was drastically different from the way we saw her throughout the rest of the show. There was a moment where, after being hit by the truck driven by Maddo, she was out cold for a while. But when she woke back up, she looked directly at Darius and the rest of them. She did her command on the whistle, calling the Raptors to attack, but when they arrived, she saw they were wounded and exhausted. In this moment, she decided to go against her orders to kill the group, instead putting the safety and well-being of her Raptors above her commands, and she decided to flee with them instead. Even though this was a small moment in the show, it was extremely important, had a lot of value to it, and will most likely shape the future of the character and her journey. Theory 1. It's clear that the broker she works for doesn't care about the condition of the dinosaurs they collect. They don't care if they're treated poorly. They just want to make sure they survive and can make money off them. The fact that it's a global operation shipping them out and making a profit is their main priority, not the well-being of the dinosaurs. This seems to go against the core values and beliefs that the Raptor lady has. In the closing moments of the series, we saw she cares deeply for these creatures and is almost in tune with their feelings and actions. Considering that the moment one of the Raptors got a whiff of the group while they were hiding in the warehouse, she sniffed her nose and almost sensed it as well, letting them go on their hunt. This care for their safety will likely come to the forefront more. We know she sympathizes with them, so there may come a time where she goes against her boss, valuing the lives of the dinosaurs more than her boss's commands. This could eventually cause her, the Raptors, Darius, and the rest of the gang to be on the same side. If they make a second season and go down that road, it will add more mystery around her identity because we would be relying on her to reveal it. Theory 2. There's another theory about the character. She's a mix between a human and a dinosaur, with some kind of hybrid DNA. While that route would be extremely creative and far out for the show, the more you look at her and her behavior, the more it seems possible. She has extremely wide eyes and very pale skin that doesn't resemble any other character in the show. She doesn't speak, her movements are deliberate, and her eyes don't seem to have much behind them. She's almost very Raptor-like in her approach. The fact that she controls the Raptors makes it even more interesting because she resembles one. This makes me wonder if she has some kind of mixed DNA between Raptor and human, resembling some kind of clone. I wonder if her behavior is because she's being controlled by someone else, maybe this broker. She acts in a way that feels like she's being told what to do rather than moving freely. If she can be controlled like the raptors, it adds more plausible evidence to the theory of her being a hybrid. This would also explain why the only thing that broke her command was when the other raptors were at a point where they couldn't do any more, and if they attacked, they could be killed. She could empathize with them because she shares the same genetic makeup. I think that would be a pretty cool twist. It's more out there in terms of creativity, but if fleshed out well enough, it would make a great reveal and be a great addition to the character. My conclusion: it's very much up for interpretation who this mysterious raptor lady could be. She's very similar to Santos from Jurassic World Dominion when it comes to controlling the raptors with a tool and being involved in the smuggling of dinosaurs with the intention of taking them around the globe. She has a bad nature at her core and the makings of someone working for a similar organization. However, I like to think there will be something with the character that offers redemption due to her connection to the raptors, which I hope will expand to other dinosaurs. Do I think she's a hybrid? Personally, I don't think so. It would be cool, but it seems far-fetched. She was one of the standout characters in the show. Mysterious, creepy, striking, and always hunting. I'm glad she was featured across the 10 episodes. If there's a season 2, I hope we'll find out more about her identity, origin, and see her develop as a character because there's a lot to explore with her. So, there you have it, Jurassic World, Chaos Theory, who was the Raptor Lady? If you want to see more videos such as endings explained, theories and predictions, and character breakdowns on all your favorite shows, then click on the card in the top corner, or alternatively, you can head over to my channel where you'll find them all. Finally, if you'd like to see what I rate the latest movies that don't quite make the cut to getting a dedicated video, then head over to my Letterboxd profile, where I rate the latest releases in real time. Who do you think she is? Do you think she's a hybrid? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. As always, thanks for tuning into the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.